That nigga was balled up, stiff as hell.
Hey, what up, what up, what up? Happy Tuesday,
That's why I don't get mad
everybody
at nigga
out
right
there
up under.
in Facebook
That's why I
and
don't get
all of the
mad.
other places.
Yeah, so look, this
I
is
need
the thing
somebody
though.
to mute because they background loud. There we go, there we go. Good evening, y'all. Yes, I got a different background today. I figured I would just be a little more chill tonight. But we want to welcome y'all to another dope episode of the Phat Girl Chronicles, where we get all up in your business and discuss the topics that matter to us most each and every Tuesday right here on the Phat Girl Chronicles on YouTube, Facebook, and all of the podcast streaming platforms is where you'll be able to find this episode once it is completed. Tonight we are having a conversation about when family and friends protect abusers, silence, loyalty, and the cost of betrayal. I do have a viewer discretion that I would like for you all, if necessary, to please protect yourself, your mental health, and your overall emotional well-being as we have this conversation on tonight. This episode will be discussing abuse, trauma, and coercion. So I'm asking that you please listen in a space that feels emotionally safe for you. And we are also asking that it become that if at any time that this episode may become a little bit overwhelming and all of those kind of things, please pause, step away, and make sure you are doing everything to protect your peace. We do know that conversations like this can be emotionally overwhelming for some. So we do not take that for granted, and we do not want to overlook the impact of conversations like this on our audience. Okay. So we definitely want to make sure that we got that out there at the top of the conversation, and I'll also be sure to say it as the conversation goes on at different points in time throughout the conversation. But we definitely want in it to make sure that we did put it out there in the beginning, if nothing else. Okay. So tonight, we are tapping in a different kind of way. We are tapping in and having the conversation about how it looks, how it feels, and all of those things family chooses, when a family chooses to protect the overall abuser in a situation, whether it's um, physical violence, whether it's sexual violence or anything of that nature. Um, So I do want to first start off the conversation by literally establishing a few core truths. But before I get into that, because I was jumping ahead, let's introduce our peoples that's in here with us tonight. We got none other than the boy Moses. He is finally back in the place to be. What's good, Moses?
How y'all doing? How y'all doing? Glad to be
Uh-uh,
back. Glad to
uh-uh,
be back.
You just got back. Bring that
What?
energy
I'm
up.
glad to be back.
You
No,
can't
my
come back
apologies.
for the first
What?
time.
I mean, the topic is kind of serious. Like, come on. Like,
So
we got.
you can still have good energy about
I
it.
do have good energy. My energy is great. How y'all
You
doing?
over
How
there
y'all doing?
dry.
How y'all doing? What's going on, people?
Don't be over there being dry. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Um, and then we got none other than Miss Anisha, the greatness guru, up in here with us. What up, darling?
Hey y'all, what's
How you
going
doing, honey?
on? Happy Taco Tuesday.
Happy Tuesday, honey. And then last but not least, we got D Girl in the building. Hey, honey bun.
What happened?
Hey,
Because
hey.
muted. There we go. I saw her. I saw them eyes searching for it. Hey, girl. How is everybody doing? Y'all all right?
Yes,
Come on, man.
actually.
We chilling.
Okay, good. Good.
Just
Good. I'm
uh,
glad y'all good. And I'm glad y'all showed up for this conversation, although it may be a hard one. although it may be one that may be a little heavy, I still would like for us to, still be in good spirits, still be a little lighter, and all of that good stuff. Okay. So I'm grateful that y'all are in a better spirit, um, and all of that good stuff on this fine evening. Okay. Y'all see me turning away? That's because my other production piece is over here. My elements is on this side of me. But um the first part of our conversation on tonight is going to be about the core truths about this topic, because I don't want anybody to feel like we're giving any open ways or any of that to abuse within itself. Okay. A few truths: abuse does not only happen in isolated or broken families. um, I know that that may be a misconception that a lot of people come to the forefront or come to the table thinking that it happens in broken families or isolated families or people um, that are in the urban communities and things like that. That is not the only space that it happens. So I want to make sure that misconception is tackled at the very top of the conversation. It often happens in respected families as well. So, and the harm often occurs in trusted spaces.
Mm-hmm.
And survivors.
What's going on? Like,
Looking for.
Because it's raining. It's raining.
Oh, I'm about to say,
what's going on?
It's raining, and all I saw was that big
oh,
flash
okay.
of light.
Because I was about to look. My phone already in my hand anyway. But I was about to call the 911. Could you get what I was about to say? Put the address blink twice.
Because I just saw, when I was turned this way, I just saw that big old flash of light. I'm like, hold on, what's happening?
It's the looking back for me. I'm like,
it's the lightning.
Who are you looking
I don't know
for?
if y'all can hear the thunder, but it's the lightning that I see. So yeah, my bad. I ain't mean to scare y'all. It's just I can see that lightning come through this window, and I'm like, hold on. Because it looked like somebody was taking a picture. That's why I had to turn around too. I'm like, hold on. I had to make sure. Okay. So it can also happen in respected families, and the harm often occurs in trusted spaces. And survivors are often asked to stay quiet for the greater good. Now, I can say this, and I do want to say this so that as we have the conversation, that I am not insensitive to anything that anyone has been through. This isn't my story. This isn't something that I can speak to. I cannot speak to familial abuse. I also cannot speak to personal physical abuse. Okay. I can speak to instances that I've witnessed or instances that I have assisted in someone's escape from physical violence. Okay. So I don't want that to be a misconception, and I don't want it to be like I'm speaking as though it's something that I know about, because it's not. Okay. So there's that. Is there any misconceptions that you all know of when it comes down to abuse or violence or anything?
Did you say misconceptions?
Yeah, any misconceptions that you all know about? Like, people may think that it's only these types of people or these types of, those kind of things.
For sure. So I feel like it's a major misconception around what looks safe
Mm,
versus what actually is safe.
Yes,
I think
safe.
a lot of times people feel like um, a certain class or a certain level or a certain lifestyle produces a safety net. And
mm,
those could be dangerous places as well.
True.
Mm-hmm.
No, and then you got those who think that according to being abused, that this is all that they have seen, so this is all that they know, and they think that that is love.
Mm-hmm.
From a bad from a bad perspective of it, they think that okay, well, if he don't hit me, then he don't love me. Not knowing that, look, on the other side of real love for real, he not supposed to put his hands on you, and you're not supposed to put your hands on him. Some people
Right.
think that being beat, whether it be man or woman, they think that that's the only way that somebody is supposed to show them that they love them.
Yeah, but that comes from being in a relationship where that's basically instilled in you. You are basically, because I came from an abusive relationship. And so it's like it doesn't start out like that. They start out as the best person they could ever be. And
Mhm.
then it's like they start trying to control everything, and everything goes from control to maybe it's a little hit here. Oh, baby, I'm never going to do it again. To next thing you know, they're hitting you again. And then it's like they put that fear in you. So it's you are you're so scared that you don't want anybody to know. So they'll tell you, if you tell somebody, I'm going to hurt this person or I'm going to do this
Mm-hmm.
to this person.
Mhm.
So it's like it's kind of they kind of get you in a situation where you're stuck, and it's like I'm like basically stuck. I can't do anything because if I leave, he's going to hurt my family. And a lot of situations they do. The abuser will go out and kill your family because they can't have you.
Mm.
And you see it on the news all the time where the man or the woman then went out and killed their partner's parents, brothers, sisters, because they couldn't have them. So sometimes it's not a win-win situation. Is you're kind of just stuck in that situation, and it's sad.
Yeah.
It's sad. It's really sad. And it's like if you don't see the warning signs in the beginning, you're basically screwed. You're
Yeah.
basically
Okay,
screwed.
okay. So now talking from a man's standpoint, which I've seen some abuse on many different levels. I've seen the scared approach, and I've seen the like some type of why I could say like self doubt, well, self confidence issues.
Mm-hmm.
My only thing I've never understood is the stay part, and that's just coming from me. I never understood the stay part. The simple fact that he tested the waters and it worked. Um, and I'm sorry, but a lot of the women that I've seen go through this, they had the most incredible support system.
And I think that's part of the misconception too, is that from the outside, what it looks like, somebody can look or appear to have a great support system and all of that. And sometimes that may be the leading reason why they don't say anything.
Right.
That may be the reason that they don't open up or speak out about it because of the people who they're connected to. Like Regina said, is that somebody may threaten to kill your family if you say anything, you tell anybody or anything like that. So therefore, they're not saying anything and they're not telling anybody because of
They're
the
hiding
fear.
everything. They're
Yeah,
hiding
they're
the
because of the
makeup.
fear.
I get that, but
So
my thing is, like I said, from my standpoint, I'm not talking about you have some like I'm not talking that's like I'm not talking about you got some. I feel like at some way somehow you could get your voice like I could notice like there's not no way in the world any one of you guys could walk up to me one day with a black guy and I'm just gonna be looking at y'all like, but I can't. I'm gonna ask 20 questions.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
But a lot
But
of
what if
times they
my
A
don't
lot
husband
of
just
say
women
show up
lie
something?
with a
for
black
makeup,
eye.
so you will never know. You will
Or
No,
never
right.
know they have it.
like 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 I don't even want like there's a story of somebody that I know that showed up to me, but I noticed there was a bruise on her back, and I think that was like okay. I'm looking at it and I'm like okay, like yo, what's up with your back? And I said it like 3 times. The first time was brushed off. All right, cool. What's up with your back? And I'm like it's like I said, it's just something in me. Like I just never understood.
And
It's a hard
also,
thing to
It's
understand
and then it's
without
also the
it.
misconception. What really like? All right, I understand that you tell me that you're scared that the person's gonna do something, but there's some men out there who are willing to step up. Like especially like Leo, you know I'm a rock out for you. Like you already know. Like D, y'all already should already know. Like some people I will rock out for, and where I don't want to step out on the ledge again to be made a fool of, I go handle the situation, and you
And you
go
go back.
back.
You go back.
so when it comes to the whole idea of asking somebody about it, like you said, you start her back and was like, "What's up with your back?" A lot of times it's approach too. Nobody wants to approach where their shortcomings, where they aren't
Correct.
safe or
Say,
protected or any of that,
yeah.
and it is being. If you
I
came
can
at
I
me, so yeah, if you saw my back and something like that was on my back, and you were like, what's going on with your back? Or you be like, Leo, what's up with your back? You know how you talk.
Mm-hmm.
And I might not want to say anything because why would I address it? I already feel like you finna interrogate me. I already feel like you
yeah,
finna
Yeah.
come at me if I tell you what the truth of the matter is. And I really am already embarrassed
right.
about
But
the fact
protecting
that
that
this is something,
But
reputation.
yeah.
okay, but
Yes, like I
and like
don't
I
want you to
said,
feel, I don't want you to know that that may be a
but the
weakness that
level
I
of
have, or
relationship that
that
me
that
and
may be.
you guys have, like
Still.
see, and that's where I get confused at because here I am, like I know that I have this relationship with you, like we're good, like we are the I tell you everything, and then all like you didn't have a problem telling me some things that you did back in wherever you went on spring break, but you
Might
gonna have a
not, it
problem. You
might
have a
not
problem.
represent a shortcoming.
But then look, here's it
What
from
you did
this
on spring
perspective.
break was a shortcoming.
Okay, but then here's what you got to do: take yourself and your feelings out of it,
Mm-hmm.
because that particular person at that point, they're already feeling some type of way about what's going on. And you have no
Mhm.
idea about the manipulation and the mind games and all that
The
stuff that
mind control they have of
yeah,
that
behind
person.
the scenes. Now, if they say something to you, because look, some do leave and never go back, but 9 out of 10,
They go
you
back.
gonna hold on, you gonna step yourself up, and guess where she going?
She's gonna go
Back,
back.
or
She
he's
owns
gonna go back.
it.
Because
Hmm.
again, like I said before, some people think they may not have been brought up around it, they may not have never seen it, but they feel that if you don't hit me, if you don't mistreat me, then you don't love me.
Love me.
I have to say something. All right, so I'm not. It's not something I promote very much, but I've seen
Mhm.
somebody did hit my mom, and I think that's what encourages me to be that guy. Don't hit no women around me.
Mm.
I put it on
I've
everything.
witnessed my mother be
Yeah,
hit.
Look, and I love
don't
you
put.
for it. I do.
I don't put. And if you see me in Philly, you already know 9 out of 10 I'm always strapped. So the point is, if I see that, I kind of step in because real talk, the respect is the respect.
Hmm.
Right.
I don't like. I understand. Like I be telling them sometimes, I be like, yo, I be telling girls stop hitting men. I
Yep.
do both. I'm like, don't hit them because you can't get mad at the reaction of what
Right.
you did. So if you don't want him to strike out on you, don't hit him. Y'all got to learn how to. And I'm
Keep
not gonna
your
lie,
hands to yourself.
this is stuff that I had to learn myself. Like I had to learn how to start. You know what? Let me walk off. And the walk
So
off is always a powerful thing. but at the same time, I feel like there's so much. It's so much. Like I always want to sit down and talk to somebody. Like, why did you stay? Like, what happened? Like I want to get in depth, but I know, like you said, it is an embarrassing moment for them, and you don't want to make them feel any worse. But at the
Mhm.
same time, I've been noticing that like the people that I've seen go through this, they have the most incredible, like, you got shooters on your squad, you got some good people that can get you out the situation, come stay with
Right.
me for a couple of days. Like,
A couple of days ain't gonna work. You need more than that time. And Regina will probably be the best person to tell you about it's not as easy as you think it is.
It's
I
not
don't,
Because
easy.
I don't think it's
I got a
easy.
family member that I had the same converse, and I did have the conversation with her, and it was like she said to me, "It's not as easy as you think this is."
Nope.
I don't think
This
it's
man
easy.
had her whole mind.
I
It's
don't
not
think
as
it's
easy
easy. I
as
just
you think it is to
Average
walk.
is 7 times. A woman goes back 7 times on average. Like it's not just one, two, I'm through. It's
Yep.
7. That's the national average. So
Yeah.
you can
And
fight
then
all you want.
by far, I don't think it's easy. But the point is, we are building these relationships as friends, as
right.
family. And my thing is, we've had plenty of episodes where we talk about when I'm down, we
Hmm.
have to try to pick each other up.
Right.
Hmm.
And
Here we are in a situation where you're being hurt and you're afraid that you're embarrassed to tell me. But
Two
So
different.
there's a difference in sharing being down or being, in a bad place financially or being in a bad place in other areas of your life.
Emotionally.
it is
But
when you're in
the moment when when something is happening to you and you're really unsure of how to address it because you're unsure of what you're even feeling or how you're even being in the place of the situation taking place. Now, let me use this as an example. When you're in a bad relationship, period, without the physical harm or abuse, think of how hard it is for you to actually leave. Think of how hard it is for you to decide, I'm done, this is over, and all of those kind of things. Wait a minute.
I know.
Think about the emotional turmoil that you deal with because you care about this person. And regardless of the way that you care about them, even though you want to leave, you're in a place where you're trying to figure that out. You're trying to figure
Hmm.
out how to leave, what it's going to take, how much money you're going to have to save up in order to be able to do what you need to do for your own life because you trying to leave, but you got to figure out all of these other components that take place. And remember, this is even when you're not in a relationship that involves physical, mental, or sexual abuse.
yep.
Yep.
Those things are hard to navigate without the abuse factor attached to it. Also, without children attached to it.
Yep.
If you don't have children, that's one thing. But then if you got children, that's a whole nother thing. A woman recently just went to jail because she left her abusive husband, took her kids, and never spoke to the man again. And he found her in another city and she went to jail for kidnapping.
Definitely
Yep.
kidnapping. Can't
That is
cross those
definitely
lines.
kidnapping. Yes, of course,
Yep.
state lines.
Yep.
She went to jail for kidnapping, not because she took her children to try to go and be somewhere for their safety. She went to jail for kidnapping because that man wanted to um was really beating on her and her children
And he found another way to control her.
to
Yep.
control, to manipulate, and all of that.
You know, he
So it
manipulated
does
the
make a big
whole
difference
system, and they
And,
put
and
her in jail because she crossed
instead
the
of him.
line with them kids
Yep.
instead of
Well,
him.
like I
When the
said,
whole time he been whooping on her and them kids, and that
and
was never taken into consideration. But you locked her up because she took the kids.
Hey, hey,
You
life
want
for final
for
expenses.
them to come up dead, then
like
for
I,
her to go and you say, "Oh, okay." I get it. Now I completely understand. Now you done put her in a space where she then now she locked up and you got the kids and you still whooping on them because it
Yep.
was another way to control and
But
manipulate.
like I said, and you see, even with that, I'm on this. I'm hearing everything, but like I said, till today, like I have a hard time understanding. Like like they say, self preservation is always key,
It is.
and and
It
it's
is.
like at some point, like my thing is, I'm not like I understand every situation is going to be different. It's
Mhm.
the go back for me. It's like I'm going back. That's what I have the problem with.
Okay, so let me put it to you like this. It's when you're in the relationship and it's not like you want to go back, but it's that person will tell you, I'm going to change. I'm sorry. And you love that person so much that you believe it. And only way you're going to get out of that situation is that you get tired. And then, for me, he broke my wrist. He broke my foot twice. That's why I had two surgeries on my feet. And it took all of that. And then I was like, wait a minute. I'm worth more than this to sit up here and just let this man abuse me. But it took, I wouldn't even tell my children. And I know my children are my ride or die. They would knock a person off for me. But I did not want my children involved because I didn't want my children going to prison because I knew what they would do to this man. So I kept it to myself and I was like, I'm every time he did something to me, oh, I failed. I failed, or we were at a party and I got drunk. I don't even drink, and they know I don't drink. And I fell and I broke my ankle. No, he took my foot and he cracked it. So it's like you're gonna a female, a male is gonna continue going back until they get tired of everything, no matter what nobody say, no matter how many riders they got on their team, they're gonna continue to go back and continue to go back until they are tired within themselves. If they don't, that's when you end up seeing the ones that go to the grave because they continue to stay. You have to be so fed up within yourself. And then you start believing in yourself and be like, look, ain't nobody gonna do it. Not my best friend, not my mama, not my daddy, not my kids. It's gonna have to be me. I'm gonna
Mm-hmm.
be, no
Mm-hmm.
matter what he says, no matter what she says, I'm gonna kill this person, I'm gonna kill that person. Well, let me go on ahead and get my gun. Let me get my three guns. Because at the end of the day, I'm gonna protect me, I'm gonna protect mine and everybody else around me. I had to get up and I had to move away from this person where they couldn't find me because this
Mm-hmm.
person was looking for me, coming to my job, trying to find me, looking for my car. I had to get rid of my car. So that's the kind of situation that some people be in. And that's how some people, they are so persistent that sometimes people be like, I'm just going to have to go back because this person is always on my tail.
Mm-hmm.
So they give
And you
in.
feel sometimes feel safer by being back with them than you do constantly trying to shift and
Hide.
move and
Yeah.
And look over your
Yeah.
shoulder.
It's over your shoulder,
Yep.
you
You gotta
Yep.
know.
watch and you gotta check on your
Especially if you
people and
leave
make
and
sure
you
your
feel
people
like
good.
sometimes a person feel like things are worse.
Yes. Especially if
Mhm.
that person was taking care of they beating your
The
butt, but they still
financial.
taking care of
But
you.
they was taking care of you.
Everything was taken care of. So it was like, and then you have to do everything by yourself and you have
Yeah.
children. And sometimes people look at it and they be like, oh, I got this and I got this. And I got my children. And I know this man is putting hands on me or this woman is putting hands on me, but I still got to take care of my children. So I have to take the bad for right now. And
I
some
have a
people, they go
home, I
back
have
and
food.
they start planning a get away. They start putting money aside. they start making plans where they can get away and get a good, clean getaway where they are safe, their children are safe, and they have a backup plan. So
Mhm.
some people do go back and they go back with a plan to get out.
But that,
Because when you got those nuts that are just going, I'm gonna find when I find you, I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna keep on. I'm coming. I'm coming for you. I'm coming for you. So you're gonna be like, I'm gonna go
Mhm.
back. But in the back of your mind, every time he give me a little bit of money, I'm gonna put a little bit of this money up and I'm gonna hide it. And I'm gonna put a little bit of this up and I'm gonna hide it. And each time I do this, I'm gonna let this person know, hey, I'm trying to get away, but I need y'all to know this is what I'm trying to do.
right.
So it's like I know a lot of people don't get it, a lot of people don't understand it, but some people are actually trying to make escape plans to get away from their situation.
So
Yep.
let me ask this question. Um, the family members and the friends that know that this person does this and they never say a word.
You know what
Mm.
they do? You know why? Because a lot of times that person that's beating on you plays a different person in front of them. So
In front of everybody else.
when
Yep.
they see that person and you be like trying to give hints, hey, this dude, can I tell you something? And please don't go back and tell this person this. When you're not around, this person is punching on me, this person is hitting me, or this person is hurting me and my children. And they look at you like, girl, stop playing. You know, maybe he just like maybe push you a little bit, do this, do that. They're
Mhm.
playing a different person in front of them. They're
But then
acting
what
Yeah.
like
about the
they're
ones who the family members actually know that they do this?
But yeah, like what you
They
talking about?
honestly know
Yeah,
that they do this,
yeah. I know somebody who's
and
like that too. The whole family knew.
they don't
but
make no
some
moves or and don't do nothing, and they honestly know that they
that you're
know
getting beat, that you
Hmm.
they
getting
in deep and that they know that I know that they doing it. But
but you
then
know
it's
what?
almost like I kind of feel like some of them like blow it off like I know that they doing it. What?
Mm-hmm. You
Yeah.
know why? Because a lot of
Honestly,
sometimes they have money,
Mhm.
I was about to say that.
they have money, and if
Mm-hmm.
they have money, they're paying that person off.
Not
What you
Mm.
know, what do
it,
you need? What do you need?
it's
I can get you this. So they're using that money, that influence to keep that person quiet.
Mm.
we can say whatever we want. We like Tyler Perry. I think every single movie that he created, I've seen it in real life.
Yeah.
Because
What was your
every movie that you see him create was his life.
Yeah,
Yeah.
He's
every
telling the
single
truth
movie he
about
created, I've seen it
everything
in
that
real.
went
I've
on.
seen parts of
His
it in
daddy
real
used
life.
to beat the hell out of his mama
Yeah,
and him.
but and the funny thing about it is like even the fun like the people like abuse comes in every way. I've seen
It
guys
does.
being abused,
Yep.
and that's the one that rocked me a little bit. I was like, wait a minute,
But
women?
women are starting to become
women are starting to whoop
bullies.
ass.
They
Women
are
have always
bullies.
been abusers
They
in some
always
shape,
have
form,
been
or
abused.
fashion. But what was you about to say, Pablo?
Hands, hands ain't got no names. Hands ain't got no
That's true.
names. Like
That's true.
Mm-mm.
they eat for everybody. Like
Mm-hmm.
I've been there. I've been in abusive relationships, and I went back because I saw the good in her. I always saw
Mm-hmm.
the good in her,
Mm-hmm.
and
Hmm.
I literally had to get fed up. I literally had to get fed up one day and
I'm
like I can't do this.
I,
Mm-hmm.
Pablo. What made you go back?
I saw the good in her. I saw for all the bad stuff that me and her were going through, the good was like, you know what? Maybe I can pull more of that good out of her, and I
That
can never
way.
do it.
Even with the
That way.
abuse?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
And I think that's part
she
of why
married,
people don't say anything
huh?
either.
Yeah.
I think that's part of why a lot of people don't say anything either. Is because of the responses that most people
I
get
fixed
when
it.
they say something about it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
When they bring it to the forefront, when they mention it, when they say something about it, it's always this look as though, the fuck you talking about? What do
They
you
right.
mean?
They wouldn't do
Girl, he
anything
ain't
like
even like
that.
that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Why would you say that?
there is the preconceived idea that you're not dealing with this kind of thing. That's like
Mhm.
somebody that would be like me. if I told y'all that I was in like if I came to y'all and just was like legit about it, like this is happening. Leo, stop playing. What you mean? Or
No,
girl, you ain't talking to that nigga throughout that house. What you mean?
no.
Cause you
I
Because
don't think
strong.
I've. No, I don't think
and
I could do it.
listen though. It would be because of my personality. It would be because how I show up in the world. It would be
Yeah.
because how I am in general that it would make it hard for somebody to believe that that's something that I'm dealing with. Even if I say, no, this nigga really is,
Mm-hmm.
putting his hands on me, or this nigga really is. And sometimes it don't even be physical abuse.
Mental,
Sometimes it is mental abuse.
mental,
And
Mental,
that is
and
something
emotional.
that
that is
Yes.
mental
something that you
abuse.
cannot prove.
Ooh,
You
you
cannot
can't.
prove mental abuse. You cannot prove emotional abuse. But
Sometimes you don't even you question yourself, like too. Is
Yeah,
this what this
Yeah.
is?
you
It
be feeling like you're gaslighting yourself to believe that
yourself.
this person is not actually doing what you know for a fact that is that they're doing.
yep,
Right.
Yeah.
yep. And sometimes
I've
that
been
You
through.
mental
know for a
is
fact.
lesser than the physical. That mental hits
I've been
different
through.
than the
I've
That
been
physical.
through
mental hit
mental.
different. That
Oh,
mental hit
It
mental
hits
way
hit way
different.
different than that
different.
physical.
It hits
I've,
different.
I've been
That
through
mental
about
breaks you
it.
all the way down. That physical you can get over with, but that
Yeah.
mental,
Mental.
it gets in your
And that
head.
emotional.
It hits
Well,
totally different.
yeah. Me and Leo have many a conversation about my mental and my emotional abuse that I've been through.
Mhm.
That is hard. Like,
That's hard.
and also growing up as a man, you don't you're not supposed to feel like someone is taking control of your emotions like that.
Mhm.
And I be seriously be sitting here questioning it and crying and taking 3 hour drives like this can't be happening to me. Like this is not it. But it happens.
And that's the thing about it happening to men is they're like, the
Is this
fuck?
really happening? Is this really
Yeah,
Yeah, because
happening?
yeah,
like Pablo said, we have had conversations about it. We've had multiple conversations about it. And one of the things that we had to do and that I had to do as a friend and as somebody who gave a fuck was just kept reminding him, nigga, you better than this.
yep.
I'm here. You want me to fight her? Like, like I'll pull up. But
Look, I'll pull up too. Guess what?
wait a minute. Wait, it wasn't that though. Regardless of how much support you show or how much support you give, they still have to be ready,
To let
willing,
go.
able, and prepared to let go.
To let it go.
Because
Yep.
if you're in love with somebody or you've been with this person 5+ years and you're like, I didn't even know this was fucking abuse. I didn't
Yep.
know this was abuse.
Yep.
Because
I
you
just
thought it
thought
was
this
the
was
right
how they
thing.
loved
I did.
on me, or
That's how they love us.
That's
I
their
thought this
love
was
language.
how they navigated shit.
Yep.
But you learn, and you learn quickly that how they're navigating and how they're showing up in that space is a form of abuse. Um,
But then you got to look at yourself. You have to finally look at you and say, "Am I worth more than this?" Because
That
in that,
part.
when you're in it, that's the hard part. Like, I'm not gonna be able to find nobody else. I'm not gonna be able to do this. I'm not gonna be able to do that. I'm not gonna be able to do that. No, this is
mhm.
what I'm supposed to do. So I'm gonna go back. So I'm
Yep.
gonna
Yep.
keep going back, or I'm gonna stay until you get to the point where you sick and tired of being
Say
sick and
that.
tired.
Say
Because
that.
you gotta get sick and tired
You
of
got
being
to.
sick and
Yep.
tired of being sick and tired of being
Yep.
sick and tired. And then that's when something clicks in like, I know you fucking lying.
That's it. That's it. That's it.
I know you
Jeray
fucking lying.
said,
I
Jeray
didn't
said,
stay this long in this.
you keep
No.
searching for the person you fell in love with because you believe that's who
Yep.
they really are,
Yep.
and that somehow you can change them back. She said you can
But
have the emotional
Yes.
without the physical, but never the physical without the emotional,
yep.
And you really not
because it's
changing them
both.
back. They are who they really are. And when you dating, you
Yeah.
in the interview stages.
Yep.
So you got the good. And they
Yep.
didn't show no red flags, none of that. Until they got you exactly where they
Where
wanted
they
you.
want you.
And that light switch came on.
But
And that's when
But
they
this
showed
is
you
also my
who they really
question.
were.
This is also my question. Did they never show red flags, or did we just overlook
never
the
see
red flags and say they was like
Overlooked it.
light pink? You know,
Overlooked
they
it.
was light
Mhm.
red.
Because
You know,
they
we
weren't
wasn't
really red.
seeing it
They was like
as
in between
we
red
wasn't
and
seeing it
orange.
as the
Right.
Toro, like the bullfight
Right.
flag.
It
We
was
just saw it as
it
a
was a
little
light.
light red. Yeah, it
But
was a
look,
little
It was
light
they was
red.
like
really like
a
orange
little.
and in between orange and yellow, and we just
It
didn't
was
see
spotting a little bit. You know, we didn't
right.
really
I
see
A
said,
little.
it.
yeah, you know, he
but
gonna be all right. She gonna be all right.
you
So
gotta
you
look at
really
it
Hmm.
like
stayed and was
this.
like, no, no, that's not really what happened. We cool. We gonna work through it. We
If
good.
I love on them a bit more, they'll come out that shell. That's
Yeah.
not who they really are.
Yeah.
Yep.
But you gotta look
And
at it though. A lot of people don't show you the real person they are. They hide who they
Mhm.
truly are until they get you to the point where they know they got you, and then
Yep.
that real person comes
Comes
out.
out.
That real person
but
comes out, and that's the
or go ahead, Boo. I'm sorry.
and that's where you start seeing the cracks, and you be like, wait a minute, hold up, who is you? Where
Hmm.
did you come from? Because you're not the same person I met. But then you start seeing this evil person, this person that wants to put their hands on you, or this person who wants to manipulate every situation you're in, want to belittle you and tell you, oh, you're fat, you're ugly, anything to make you just make self-doubt. If you had self-confidence when they met you, they start tearing you down little bit by little bit by little bit by little bit. And then you like, well, goddamn, am I ugly? You
Hmm.
looking in the mirror, you staring in the mirror, be like, well, I thought I was cute. But then every time you stand in the mirror, get your fat so and so out the damn mirror. You ain't cute. And then what you get with me for? I
Right.
thought I was cute. Girl, I lied to you. A boy, I lied to you. So
I
you
got
have
with you to abuse you.
that's what
Hmm.
it was. A lot of
Because
people,
look, at the end of the day,
I
they got
got
their
I got with you
issues of
to
their own.
abuse you.
Yeah.
That's
Right. They
and
got
you
their
got
own
a lot of
shortcomings of their
people
own.
out here that are so unhappy with themselves that they are so willing to want to tear down the next person. And they
Yes.
don't care. They be like, well, I'm so unhappy with myself. So what I'm gonna do, whoever the next person I get with, and they don't even do it consciously, it's just there. It's in them. So when they get with
And
that
one of the
And you don't even have to be in a relationship with some people who have the shortcomings
yep.
who do this. It could be an associate, an acquaintance,
Mm-hmm.
and they look when they say that misery loves company, misery absolutely
Absolutely
does.
loves
It loves
company.
company. It needs to because I feel bad about myself, so I'm gonna tear you down to bring you down to my level, and then we gonna feel bad together. But then I'm gonna keep tearing you down, and I'm gonna move on to the next person. It
Mm-hmm.
is when people say self hardest thing, and I think I done said this to y'all several times, is for somebody to stand in the mirror to really look at themselves and say, who am I?
Say that.
People have that's a hard it was a hard question for me to ask myself, but some people can't answer that question because they really don't know. And then they also need they have to get validation from other places, from other people, from other things. And for them to be validated is for them to mistreat you.
baby,
That'll show that I'm better than you because you didn't let me mistreat you. That's
baby.
their pretty much
And
way of being
some
validated.
people, some people won't answer that question because they don't want to hear that answer of who they are.
Mm-mm.
No,
It's a
they'd
lot of
rather
people that
hide.
will never answer that question. That
They
will
rather
Sometimes
never
they don't know
answer the
how
question.
because abuse can also make you lose your identity. Like
It
you
does.
might not know how to answer it because you don't know how to answer the questions of is this happening to me? Like I thought I was stronger. You start to
Mm-hmm.
question, things about
You.
yourself. So you kind of lose some of those pieces of yourself that you thought were, I can imagine a woman who or male who just have a great way about themselves, carry themselves
Mhm.
a certain kind of way, maybe a pillar, and then somebody hits them. Now I just question everything about who I thought I
Yeah.
was
I'm not gonna.
in
I'm not
this
gonna lie. The
moment
first time
Because
I
how
heard
could
it,
I let you put your hands on me like that?
yeah,
And how am I not in jail?
yeah.
Right.
The,
And
How
fir-
am I not in
right.
jail?
the first time I
But
ever
How
saw
not
that,
is your
one of the
is your mama not got a lot of flower breaking and slow singing? Because I don't understand how I just stood here and let you do this. And then I let you do it again. And then
Yep.
again.
and one-
And then
and
and
again.
again.
one of the things is that instability in somebody's life brings out the worst in them.
Ooh.
Instability will have somebody acting out of character, and no, instability will bring forth a person's true colors in
Yeah.
that moment. It won't make them act out of character. It will show you who they've been the whole time. But until the instability came in and took place, or when a person is so used to their triggers and traumas being the forerunner of how they live their life, then it is going to be the exact thing that has them trying their best to navigate or manipulate you into believing that you're something that you're not. Um,
I'm,
and I think those are the kind of things, those are the kind of situations where people are constantly like the one that just said, like, wait, what? And one of those kind of conversations just happened to me recently, and I was talking to Moses about it, and I laughed. It was like, what? And we have to laugh about it. So somebody called me violent, and I chuckled so hard, and I was like, violent? How am I violent? Like if I was violent, nigga, I would be putting my hands on you. I would be doing all of these things to you, and I have not done any of that.
I'm ready to tell.
So listen. So people will make you believe that you are something or that you're acting a way that you're not because this is how they are perceiving it based on their previous relationships, based on their traumas, their upbringing, and all of those things. They will make you believe, and a lot of times, hear me and hear me well. People are jealous of you and jealous of the way that people
Mm,
treat you and love on you based on
Right.
you being who you are. Like
mm,
you being who you are will make people not like start to feel like they're unworthy. And because they feel like
mhm,
they're unworthy, then they start to treat you a little bit different so that you don't feel as though you are worthy or this great person that other people see you as.
listen, little
mhm.
hater.
So
Listen, little hater. If you need to, yeah, if you need to dim my light so you can shine bright,
I mean,
now.
but there are so many people that navigate
You
in
know,
that
okay.
way.
So
I,
let's take it
Wait a
all.
minute. Wait. Jeray said all narcissists aren't abusers, but all abusers are narcissists.
talk about.
Narcissists are insecure, and the only way to combat that is to find and control someone they feel they can manipulate.
Yep.
Mhm.
Listen, because otherwise they have no leg to stand on.
They don't. They find
They
that
have no leg to stand on in that space.
they think
Um,
part of you or where you can't handle it. You
One,
can't stand up for yourself. So
one thing I've
I
been
got them right
noticing,
where I want them.
like even with this whole narcissist, like even though I hate, I'm not gonna lie, I hate that word now.
Oh yeah.
I
It's
hate that
just
word.
used so
I
It's
Because
because
hate
it's
that
it's
word.
become a
oftentimes not even
buzzword.
everybody
That
don't know what
word
they
now is
what
like
the true meaning
we
is.
have to ban it, and
It's it's,
I
it's
can't
such
even take it serious no more.
a broad word. That's why, like, they put
right.
everything in that bucket of narcissism.
Everybody in
I
that
can't. I
bucket.
can't take it serious
Right.
no more. If you tell me, "Oh, my girl was a narcissist," I have to look at you like,
You gotta tell them to break it down. You gotta do it like the
Give me
emotion.
your
yeah,
definition, because everybody's definition of a
but
narcissist
the
is not
definition is the definition.
but
No, because
everybody is not.
there are
It's
varying layers to
variations
being a
of it.
narcissist.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so it's
Yes.
different ways of being a narcissist. So when they say that to you, that's when you got to say, okay, break that down for me and tell me exactly how
And
that
also,
was a narcissist.
everybody has a little bit of narcissism in them. That don't make them a complete narcissist.
Narcissist.
Right,
I agree.
that's true.
Okay, so let's define the word narcissism since we're here.
Oh
Hi, how you
Lord.
doing? Since we're here, narcissism, often manifested as narcissistic personality disorder. It is a mental health condition characterized by a pervasive pattern of grandiosity, an intense need for admiration, and a profound lack of empathy.
There you go.
So,
The part, the lack of empathy.
that was what I was about to
That's the key
say.
part.
That's the part that makes someone a narcissist, that they have the lack of empathy. Affecting roughly, hear me, 1 to 2% of the population.
Hmm.
Everybody ain't a fucking narcissist.
Facts.
Some people have
Nine billion
one
people.
to 1 to 2% of the population.
That is a
That's about this much, size of a mustard
relatively small
seed.
number in
Listen,
comparison.
a relatively small number
Like
of the
people need to know
population.
that because they definitely abuse that word.
Yes,
I
it
told you.
involves
I hate the word.
manipulative behavior and an exaggerated sense of self importance. An exaggerated sense of self importance. Okay? Not just that they feel like they're important, not that they just feel like they the shit, because people do feel like they the shit, but you have an exaggerated um, sense of self importance. Systems of narcissistic personality disorder, grandiosity, an unreasonable sense of superiority and entitlement, need for admiration, constantly seeking excessive attention and validation, lack of empathy, inability or unwillingness to recognize the feelings and needs of others,
Mm-hmm.
exploit exploitative behavior, taking advantage of others to achieve personal goals,
Mm-hmm.
arrogance, haughty, patronizing, or superior attitudes, envy, preoccupation with envious thoughts or believing others envy them, a fragile self esteem. Beneath the surface, they are really hurt by the slightest criticism, reacting with rage or disdain. There are several types of narcissism. While not distinct, clinical diagnosis, psychological often distinguishes between different manifestations of narcissism. So there are different layers. Overt, grandiose narcissism, which is characterized by extroversion, arrogance, and a clear outward display of superiority. Covert or vulnerable narcissism involves hypersensitivity, insecurity, and defensive, passive aggressive behavior rather than outward boastfulness. The impacts on relationships. Narcissism cause, causes significant issues in relationships, often leading to a narcissistic abuse cycle. Manipulation and control. Individuals use emotional manipulation to maintain control. Lack of emotional connection. Partners often feel lonely, ignored, or devalued. Gaslighting. Distorting reality to make others question their own perceptions. High conflict. Frequent rages or conversely cold, silent treatments when their ego is bruised. Um, It is diagnosed by mental health professionals using the DSM-5 criteria. Diagnosis involves assessing whether the behaviors are consistent pervasive across different situations, work, home, relationships, and causing significant distress or impairment in functioning. Okay? I know that was a lot, but I needed to give the full details so y'all can stop using that word just all willy nilly and thinking that everybody is a narcissist because everybody is not. But also, there are characteristics that align with being a narcissist that does not absolutely make someone a narcissist. But one of the bigger parts of it is the fact that somebody has to have a lack of empathy when it comes to their behaviors. And like they can have an intense need for admiration, but they still have empathy and they still, you know, they aren't, they don't have a pervasive pattern of grandiosity, you know. So there are different ways that somebody can appear to be a narcissist, but not actually be a narcissist. Paula, what would you got to say, boo?
So the world population is 8.3 billion. 2% of that is 166 million. The population of the United States of America is 342 million. There's no way in the world that everybody you run across is narcissist.
It's a narcissist. Listen, because people love that word, and I be tickled.
I'm telling you, like at this point, like you know, they say those are the key things that you have an ick about when you're on a date. And as soon as she be like, "Oh yeah, my ex was a narcissist," I'm like,
So they may show narcissistic behavior doesn't make them a narcissist.
Doesn't make them
you
a
don't gotta
narcissist.
break it down to me.
It might just be
As she said it, I was already icked the hell out. I was like, okay, you know, check please.
they might just be a pain in the ass. That don't mean they're a narcissist.
Right.
Right.
I believe we all got certain
We
tendencies.
all
You
have
know,
traits.
Look,
We all have
we
traits.
do.
We all got traits, but
I'm
Y'all
not-
might not be in alignment. That may be the thing too. Y'all not in alignment. So this person really can come off as a narcissist if y'all
Nah,
not in alignment with each other.
everybody love me. If they don't love me, something wrong with them.
Right.
No, for real.
that's the narcissistic views right there.
But then here's the thing:
Right.
was your ex really a narcissist, or was it just you?
That part.
But that's
Or
the
was
thing.
it just that y'all didn't click?
But that's the
Didn't
thing.
click.
Maybe y'all
Exactly.
just weren't compatible. That could have been it.
Anisha, that's the thing. Like when you go on these certain meet and greets now, like the moment you want to try to get to talk to somebody, like, so, hey, you look great. Why are you single? My ex was a narcissist.
And then, well, first of all, what your ex? I said, why are you single? I didn't ask nothing about.
But
But that
also,
be
why
the
you ask? But also, why is that a question? I hate that
Why
fucking question. Why are you single? Because I am, bitch. Now,
hold
move
on.
But then even
Listen,
when I asked you,
but my thing is, if I'm
you
asking
get
about
asked,
you and you tell me your ex was a nerd, I'm like, okay.
but I didn't ask you nothing about your ex. I asked the
I'm
question
asking about you.
Yeah. I mean, it went down a bad rabbit hole anyway you look at it. I was just trying to make conversation.
yeah. I would never say my ex anything.
Right.
I would
And
never
then
leave
why would
with
you just
I
say
know.
Because
my ex did this. This why I'm single. What? That's not what
Or
I asked you.
No.
the question that was presented to her, she probably like, you know what? I know how to get rid of him. My ex. Because you know what? I ain't single.
And guess what? Guess what? It made it real easy because I was real. Check, please.
Yeah, that's why. You don't ask like
because
that.
that question to
wrong.
me is absolutely insane. That question is just like asking somebody what they bring to the table.
I was
Eh,
about to say the same
Get your
thing.
fuck ass out of here,
That
nigga.
question right there, that is an
Conversation
absolute
for
turn off for me right there. Don't ask. So what do you bring to the table? Not nothing, because I'm about to get up and go. Don't worry about it.
You be better off saying how long you've been single than why you are single.
It's been 82 years, and
What
that's
do
how I
you
would
like
answer
about
it.
being single?
And I'm good with that. So when you say that, we good.
A lot of people are good with being single. Here's the thing. Why go into something else if I didn't heal myself? You understand what I'm saying? So you just gonna keep going into doing the same thing over and over again and think you're gonna get a different result.
Yes.
Sometimes again, that's where you gotta step back and
That
look
sounds about Moses.
and say, Moses, so you just gonna keep doing the same thing
Yeah.
over and over again and think
Don't,
you're
whoa, don't talk about Moses because guess what? I'm doing my part. But
that's
yo,
That sounds about
half of the stuff
Moses.
that you be seeing out here, you be
that's
like, you know
insanity.
what?
Sometimes you gotta
I'm
go
gonna go
check
back. I'm gonna go back
yourself.
to therapy. I need some more.
I mean, at some point,
Uh,
look, I tell everybody, no, I'm not healed. I'm healing. Healing is an everyday thing.
My
It
point
don't
exactly.
stop.
Look,
It don't stop. It don't stop. But don't come to me and say, well, so what do you bring to the table and why you single?
so this is the part for me, and this is kind of the place that I'm in now, is all of them questions, why you single, this, that, are you I'm not finna give you the politically correct answer. I'm not. Why you
See,
single? Because
you've been single too long, my nigga.
I
Why?
have.
Why you can't be asking me all these questions? Nigga. Like
Why
order
you
your steak
asking
and
me that?
order,
I mean,
nigga. Okay?
you've been
But
single for so long,
also,
and
like for
somebody
me,
asked that question.
the answer is actually going to be more of because I haven't found anybody that I align with in that way. Because at this point in my life, alignment means a whole lot more than whether I'm attracted to your ass. I could be attracted to you all day long, but if we're not compatible, if we're not in alignment with the way we going and all of that kind of stuff, get the fuck on.
it's
I'm
a waste
cold
of
on
time.
it.
So
It
we
is because even the thought process of like Pablo said, I've been single for too long. I've been single, and when I say single, I mean not in an active long term relationship. And so I have to make sure I say that. But you ain't dated nobody. Yeah, I've been on dates.
I'm about to say, you know they gonna call you like, who
Yeah,
you
I've
dealing
been
with?
out. Yeah,
I
I've been
better fix that
outside.
sentence real quick.
You ain't claiming me, huh?
I
Yo,
didn't been
Okay.
outside,
hold
but
on.
I have
As
not
soon as
been in
got
an
at her phone
active
and blinked
long.
twice, you know what it is.
That's right.
My phone dry as shit. But I have not been in an active long term relationship in 14 years.
Damn.
So yes, there is a lot that I'm like, that shit is a ick. But also for me, at this point in my life, I'm like, do I even want a traditional relationship anymore? Do I even want a
That's
traditional setup of a relationship at all?
those are
Because
good.
apparently, the way things have been navigating in the world,
Yeah.
baby, I would rather be ethically non monogamous, or I would rather be any other thing than a traditional relationship. We can have an open relationship and figure out what that's going to look like for us. But I am at a space where I am trying to figure out what my relationship dynamics look like because of how things are going in the world. If you married and y'all want a girlfriend, but y'all gonna take care of that girlfriend, sign me up. If I ain't gotta do nothing with your wife, and I ain't really gotta do nothing with you neither, but y'all just want somebody to be y'all motherfucking companion and y'all wanna cuddle with a bitch, sign me up.
I knew that was coming. I knew the color was
Leo,
coming.
Leo, when you get the application, could you get two, please?
Listen, sign me up. If you want a sugar baby that you want to spoil and take her ass wherever the fuck she want to go, and you like them a little bit on the thicker side,
I'm her. I'm
sign
Hey,
her.
me up.
if he need, I'll sign me up. Nigga, just don't
Sign
touch
me
me.
up.
Right?
Where do I sign? Where do I sign? And
Yeah,
what time do you need me to be there?
Because let's be
Because I'm
for
there.
real.
I'm there.
I
I mean,
watch that.
I'm with Leo because when you get to a certain point and you've been single for so long, and I'm like, and I had to think about it the other day. Somebody did ask me that question, like, "Why are you single?" And I paused for a minute. I almost gave the most nastiest answer in the world, but I didn't. Then I said, "Do I really want a traditional relationship, and what does that look like?" Because the way that y'all doing this nowadays, I don't. Maybe I got this game mixed up. Like I
The
don't.
rules and change.
I
First
maybe
thing
the
first,
Rules.
rules
I don't
have
think
changed, and
traditional
I
is just the
don't
rules.
even know. I don't.
You're traditional.
But
I'm with the
also
traditional approach.
because I deserve goddess treatment, and y'all keep trying to treat me like a rag doll or like
I'm
street
on
booty.
second string. I look, if I'm not
And
suiting
here
up
I
that
am
game, then I'm not
still
going. I'm not.
believing that it could happen.
No.
And
Hey, you
see,
ain't wrong for believing. You ain't wrong for believing because I still believe. I just believe with parameters now. I
and see,
Okay.
still believe I could be somebody's one, but we can
I
be
ain't
each
gonna
other's
lie.
one and still have a two. Like,
Yeah.
see, I was talking to Moses the other day, and I told him, I said, I think I want to enter into a lavender marriage. He can have his room, I can have my room.
Wait,
You
but
Hey,
do you know? Wait, but do you know? Like, it's a lot of people, Regina, that that's their marriage. Like
I'm
yes,
Miss
trying
Pat,
to tell you.
Miss Pat from the Miss Pat, her and her husband have separate rooms. They
yep.
come together, get their freak on, and everybody go back their separate ways.
No,
It's
listen,
because
a lot of
because when
people
you reach
that
the
gotta
age of
know people like
menopause, their body
know your
different.
room.
no, but a lavender marriage is you married to a gay man, and so or a gay woman.
So I'm saying,
So he'll be over there doing what he do.
if there's any little
Doing her
penis
do.
out there,
We got the
that
whole
hey,
dynamic.
I'm here.
You know what I'm saying?
Hello.
I just
I'm
want somebody
saying,
I can cuddle with. We can cuddle. We ain't got to do nothing else.
I just give me a lipstick lesbian, and if you need me while you ovulating, I'm
You
your
did
guy.
just say
Okay.
that. You did just say that on Thursday Night Live. You did just say
I'm
that's
telling you,
what you was open to. But also
I'm
listen, we done got way off track.
Yeah,
But
listen. I'm just shocked and I'm just shocked a little bit by hearing everybody talk their piece a little bit. Dewana just
look,
Listen.
went.
Jeray, truth is
Dewana just
I'm
muted
tired and
herself and went on
options are
about her
few.
business,
Yes.
and then I'm just like this. I'm
just
clutching
saying.
pearl,
That's it.
and
But I
I'm,
think at some point we have to be realistic about who we've become over time instead of trying to
Mhm.
fit within a parameter because it's what we were taught or what we learned. And I know I learned to be a one man woman and all of that other kind of stuff. And I still am traditionally I am a traditional woman in certain instances, but
Mhm.
the older I get, the more my shit changes and the more I understand about myself and the more I'm willing to let go of those parameters that I was taught
Yes.
because
Oh
they do
yes,
not serve me or the person that I'm becoming. So
exactly.
I either got to change and adjust to who I'm becoming, or I'm going to sit up here and be miserable trying to fit into a box that don't fit me.
Yep.
So
And
instead,
one
I
thing
am
I
going
love is
to,
growth.
yeah, I am, and I think a lot of people who have been married for so long, and the people that get out here that have been married for long periods of time, and they get out here and get to cheating, it's because they refuse to go back to the drawing board and address that they have changed over time, and that they no longer either see themselves married or they no longer see themselves being monogamous in the way that they were when they first got into that relationship. So that's why a lot of people be out here cheating too.
And
But that's
and
another story for another day.
that is,
Yeah.
you know what, Leo?
saying.
I guess when you in a relationship and when you in a marriage, that's when people don't understand is that you're never gonna be the same person that you first got attracted to or first married.
Nope.
Nobody is ever gonna be the same. And here's the thing: this is my whole thing. I guess my mindset is different. I never want you to be the same person because if you're the same person that I married 20 years ago, something the fuck is wrong with you.
You never grew up. You
You
never
didn't go at no point. You
I
didn't move and go further at no point. And I didn't push you far. No, something
I
wrong.
just had that conversation
Something
with
ain't
somebody
right.
yesterday.
Something
I
ain't
was
right
like,
with
this
that.
in a
You got to
relationship, you got to
grow
wake
and
up.
move. You
You got
are
to
never
wake
going
up
to
every
be the
day and
same
commit to
person
that
that I
person.
married 20 years
You
ago
do.
in 2006 and then 2026. You still the same person? Something is not right.
And just because you change, don't mean you have to leave.
That's
Exactly. And
true.
that's when you
Like,
got to
I
sit down and
just
hey,
had
we
that.
got to come to the
You gotta
table
have
and be
a
like, hey,
communication. You
right,
gotta
we got to have some
communicate.
type of, and I understand that you have grown. I understand that things are different. I understand you want to do things this way. We got to have a whole communication system going on, and we got to have a conversation because at some point we both changed.
Yep.
We
And then
both
Yeah.
changed.
you got to look at it like this too, because if you've been married for so long, instead of cheating, you might want to open up your relationship and have an open
Hey,
relationship.
look, I want to tell you, like, I just want to go over here and try this, but I'll be back.
Yeah, that's it. You might want to be like,
I ain't
look,
going nowhere. I just want
But
to go.
that's the thing. I was having. I just had a conversation. I was like, guess what? You have to wake up and actually have the hard conversations.
The
yep,
hard
Because
one.
I'm not gonna lie, those are the things I had a problem with, having those hard conversations. And the moment I'm not gonna say I'm fully cured for that. No, I still do. But the point is, I'm willing to have.
Well, I mean, but see, here's the thing, though, Moses. It's a lot of people that will never have a hard
I don't know what I did. You could have woke up
Right,
to me and have a hard conversation.
progress,
No,
Mo.
You ain't supposed to be cured from it, but it's a hard conversation
it's a
that
hard
you
conversation.
need to have. But it's gonna sting a bit. And you gonna be like,
No,
I know the fuck.
yeah.
What?
I don't think I'm like the stinging part. Yeah, it hurts. But the point
It
is,
does.
I'm really. I think at some point we just need to have it. And I
You
was
gotta
talking about
have it.
the same
You
thing.
gotta
Like,
have
yo, you
it.
gotta have like I gotta commit. If I'm in a relationship with you, I know I have to commit every day in my head to wake up to know that you're not gonna wake up being the same person you was when I met. The
No.
person I met at Applebee's is not the person I should be in bed with for the next year and a
The
half.
person
No,
you met at
you're
what?
gonna evolve. You're gonna be
Applebee's.
different.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yep.
You know, I'm trying to bring Applebee's back. My bad.
oh no.
I gotta wake
Let me
up
adjust.
like
Applebee's
and
hit,
I didn't hear what you
okay?
said.
yeah.
Applebee's be
I'm not
slamming.
gonna
I
lie
didn't
to
hear
Yo,
what you
you.
Applebee's
said.
at $5 sangria. It
I
hits.
really didn't.
Anyway,
I didn't hear what you said, but Applebee's that everybody don't know that Applebee's is a hit. I was just
yo,
saying.
Applebee's hit.
Because I ain't
But
Okay, and when Moses done, we gotta get back to the topic.
yeah, but the
Because we
point
didn't
is,
got so far gone.
yeah, but the point is like every time we like the way I wake up, like I know I have to wake up in the morning to say I'm gonna commit to this person. And they was like, what you mean you have to commit to the person? What you know? I said, no, because you're not the same person.
Nope.
you
You're
was not the
not.
same person you was 20 minutes ago.
Yeah, you're gonna be different. Some like influences, like everything we watch influences. It changes the way we think. I said, you think after what we're going on in today's world, you're gonna be the same person? Something's gonna
Nope.
enlighten you. Something's gonna
Nope.
twitch you to make you think. And they was looking at me like I was weird. I was like, you know what?
But if you don't change, something is wrong. You're just staying stagnant. And who wants somebody, the same person you met 20 years ago? That's the same person. They're here and you're here. That is
It's not gonna work. Unequally yoked.
unequally.
Unequally yoked. Because
And
we
it
can't
doesn't
balance
work.
each other out.
No. Then you be wondering
Yeah.
why my man or why my woman stepping out, because
Exactly.
Mhm.
they're not compatible no more.
And some people were never compatible to begin with. They were just comfortable, and they were able to navigate that 20 years together comfortably, not being compatible.
Mind your
But
business, yo.
Well,
going
that's
back
Mind
to
but I got a question on the
mind your
on the
business, man.
topic.
wait. What you say, Pablo?
Mind your business. Okay.
What?
He
He
said,
think you're
"Man,
talking about him. He think you're
All
talking about
the-
Oh,
him.
my bad. I wasn't. My
Those
bad.
are the
man,
hard
I was just talking
conversations.
about you
These are
though."
the hard conversations.
My bad.
Yeah.
But segueing back into the topic for the evening, we did discuss abuse, and we as we can see that abuse has varying instances, varying degrees, and varying views because what some people see as, they understand why certain things will happen. As we see, Moses is one of them that's like, I I don't get it. And not to say that he's insensitive, it's just something that he just is trying to, is trying to land. He's trying to understand it from a different perspective, being that that's not the type of man he is, but also that's not a situation that he has been in within himself. So one of the things that we do have to look at is that there are different cultural and generational dynamics when it comes to talking about abuse as well.
Yep.
Um, when when we look at some of those dynamics, uh, there are a lot of respectability politics when it comes to Black and Brown communities. There are a lot of ways that we have to navigate those situations based on one, it may be based on how people view us. Having to keep your image alive while you're at home dealing with somebody abusing you in whatever aspect. You know what I'm saying? Mentally, physically, emotionally, or what sexually or whatever. But
Financial.
going back to what financially, oh, yes. But going back to where we were talking about the people in our lives or the people in our circles knowing about the abuse or knowing about what's taking place. One of the things that we have to recognize in those spaces is that some people that you encounter, even though they know, some of those people are the exact people who feel like you deserve those things. The
Yep.
Mm.
jealousy, the envy, and all of those kind of things show up. And those are the people who may feel as though you deserve it because you were coddled as a child, or you deserve it because you've never had to work hard for anything, or you
Wow.
deserve it
Shit.
because of blase blase skippy
You're
woo
good
woo.
emotion. Yep.
Yeah, there are so many reasons that some people may believe that you deserve the abuse that you're receiving simply because it does not align with their thought process that you're being abused. So then
Right.
we have to look at some, like we said, the cultural and generational dynamics. The generational dynamics of abuse come into play because some of our grandparents endured the abuse and then they turn around and say, "Oh, baby, if you only knew,
Mhm.
you'll be fine. You'll be okay. If I could deal with it, you can too. If I went through it, you can too. If I made it out, you can too." Well, let me tell you something, Ethel.
Oh,
Everybody ain't
You
strong.
took her person to beat me.
did you say April?
I did. But let me tell you something, Miss Mel. Just because you set up here and endure those kind of things, that does not mean that I have to endure it. It does not mean that I have to sit up here and take those things as they come and as they've shown up. But another thing, when it comes to the generational part, is that one of the things that we've always said over time and space and generation has been what happens in this house stays in this
It's in
house.
this house.
Ooh, that was my question.
What
Yes.
happens in this house stays in this
Stay in this
house.
house.
That
Yeah,
was
Yeah.
families
rhetoric.
protect comfort. They protect that comfort. Some of them.
No, they protect that. It's not comfort. They protect their
It's
secret.
perceived comfort. Yeah.
They protect their secrets from
Mm-hmm.
them raping them kids in them homes, trying to hide it, from
Hmm.
them people being abused, from all of that.
Yep.
What happens in this house stays in this house. They want to keep their secrets.
But then
And
here we are in a world right now where I don't need you to keep that in the house. I need you to talk about it out loud so everybody can know.
that part.
Because here's the thing: if we sat down and really had the conversation, we would know why each one of our family members are doing exactly what they're doing, and why are they moving in the direction that they're moving in, and why did they do this and why did they do that. If we had the conversation saying what was going on. But our whole thing was everything had to be kept a secret.
Hush, hush.
Hmm.
Everything had to be hush hush. Nobody could really talk about it. We're not gonna talk about that. We saw your uncle beat up your auntie, and he did it at the cookout like he do it every year. But we not gonna even have a conversation about it. Everybody looked past that, and we kept going on. But ain't nobody go stop them and say, "Hey man, stop that! Don't do that. You're not
Nope.
supposed to."
Mind
We
your business.
we can't.
I'm
We
not.
keep
I'm not gonna.
looking
I'm not.
over this stuff and we're not gonna have the conversation. And this is why we get into the points where It's a whole bunch of people dealing with a whole bunch of trauma that's bleeding on a whole bunch of other people because
people.
we didn't talk about it.
And
Yep.
that's
Yeah, because talking about it mean I gotta acknowledge some things, Anisha,
Exactly.
that I
That's
might
something
not
happened.
wanna. Yep,
but
I
your
might
Yep,
not
that's
want
family
to
something happened.
acknowledge those
they
pieces
don't want
because
that
that
acknowledged.
means maybe I failed at something, or maybe I have a level of shame,
Hmm.
that I don't might not be in a space to share.
Yeah.
It ain't
Um, just
it ain't
different
no
things.
Or
Broken trust.
Ray said in the comments, it's like, what did you do to cause it?
Yeah, that's what I was
Right.
about to. That's what I was about to put up. Is that Jeray said you show up with a black eye and the aunties and Big Mama asked, "What did you do?"
Yeah.
Right.
Oh, ooh wee.
Yeah.
and that's crazy
Now
because
what? Now what you do to get a black eye?
but
Hmm.
why you blame the victim? You don't even
Right.
know. But you got to look at it too. Look at it like this: when they you try to hide everything within the family, and you have these people that are taking advantage of these kids, and you know that your uncles or your grandpa are is the one that's the pedophile in the family, and you getting these kids that's getting pregnant by their uncles and their grandparents. That is so that's trauma on top of trauma. And then they instead of them letting them get rid of the babies, they make them have them babies and
No,
raise the babies. And then it's like,
because the
oh
Bible says so.
yeah. And so it's like you keep bringing them generational curses into your family instead of y'all going into look, we're going to stop this. We're going to stop. We already know that Papa, he's a pedophile, so we got to keep these kids away from this person. Well,
Hmm.
y'all, let's take these kids on over here to Papa, cause so we can go party.
Hmm.
And now they don't care because they doing boys too. So it's like
Mm-hmm.
we have to start making sure that we let our kids know, hey, if somebody touch you, whether they're hitting on you, whether they're touching on you, whether they're doing anything that you feel like that is violating you, you need to tell. We need to
Yeah.
stop this. What happens in the home stays in the home. We need
Hmm.
to tell because now that once the kids start telling, you're getting these parents that's killing these babies.
Yep.
One
And
one thing I can say, I never, thank God, I never got like abused in that way in my family or anything like that. But I will say one thing about my mom. I did feel safe. Somebody said something to me out of pocket before. And my response to them, because their response to me was, what would I do? And I said, tell my mama.
For real.
It is. So which problem do you want? I was not afraid to say, like, I'm going to tell my mama. And
Hmm.
when it comes to my children, boys too, not just Michaela, my boys, even Jimmy, he look at me a little more crazy, him being 11, but I'm going to ask him questions. And I'm going to ask him if he wants to go to a friend's house, how they make you feel. Do they make you feel
Hmm.
safe? Where don't nobody touch you? I'm gonna say the words to him. I need him to
Yeah.
understand. Like I'm not beating around the bush about this. Do how do they make you feel? Do they make you feel like it's okay for you to be over there? Like I'm gonna ask questions.
you
That
got
part.
And I think as adults, we need to start asking those questions about the people that we are around on a regular basis too.
yep,
Does this person make me feel safe?
Safe.
yep.
Like and not just physically safe, because I can feel physically safe around you, but not emotionally safe.
Right, because you tear me down.
Yep.
I
It
can
is.
Yep.
feel I can feel mentally and physically safe, but I don't feel financially safe around you.
Right.
I feel like either
Mm.
you gonna steal my money or you gonna be out there making me spend it. I don't feel
Yep.
financially safe. I'm not
Yep.
coming outside today. I don't feel financially safe.
Right, right.
You
Right.
know,
You
but
just want to go spend this money, and I'm really not going with
listen,
you. No,
and
I don't
I
got it.
For
think
I
real.
don't got it. I don't got it.
we really do have to get to the space of answering those questions for ourselves. And
Yeah.
I really say that reflecting on my current situation is like, does this person make me feel safe? And if they don't, How do you say that? How do you show up and tell somebody, I don't feel safe? How do you show up, like Moses said, having those hard conversations? And me and Regina and Marcy just talked about it on Friday on PGC After Dark. That sometimes when you have to have that conversation, your body is literally over here like, because you setting boundaries that you're not used to setting,
User
or
setting.
yeah, you're showing up in a way that speaks to your to the person that you're becoming. That you can't be over here just shaking and trembling in your boots because you got to have a hard conversation, because but it is a real thing that people
It
show up
is.
in that way and
I've
be like,
seen
oh my
people
God.
shut completely down, Leo, like shut down so bad, walk away, like want to cry, like they can't process it.
But if you start,
Yeah.
if you do it like that, and you're trying to have that hard conversation with the person, they're never going to take you serious. They'll be like, oh, so they want to say they don't want to do this, but then they can't even have the conversation with me that they don't really want to do it, so they just walk away. They half ass it on me, and then they just walk away. So it's like you're just gonna have to get to a point where you're like, my damn happiness, my peace, my everything is the most important thing. That's why when I
Connected to that.
said,
Yeah.
when I got tired and I got fed up, and I started doing this Gina Marie unapologetic era, I meant it. I am unapologetic for you. Look, everything. I'm tired. I'm gonna tell you how I feel, and I'm gonna stand my ground. It's just like you got to, because at the end of the day, my peace. I've worked so hard and I've fought so hard.
Mm-hmm.
What little piece I have. So it's like if you're going to interrupt whatever little piece I have, I don't need you as a friend. I don't need you as an associate. And I can be by my I'm happy at home by my damn self. So it's like
Yep.
we got to start learning how to be uncomfortable and having these conversations with people. We have to, because you're gonna stress yourself the hell out not having these conversations. You have to.
Nah, man. Listen, conversation. Look, like I said, I'm the hardest one to have a conversation with. But listen, I'm trying. I'm trying. I'm trying. I may
So
have
Oh,
to take
that's
two steps.
Alabama. Hey, Alabama. I didn't know that was you.
See, you can deal with a person that is
You know y'all was
capable
changing
of
his
putting
name.
forth effort,
Yeah, but they
putting
also
forth
wasn't showing
effort.
pictures. I'm listening to Water. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No, no, no. I was saying to Moses, putting forth effort says a lot.
yeah,
Mm-hmm.
Because and navigating through emotions and things it's just
it's
some
hard.
may have it easier than others.
Mm-hmm.
So that grace is warranted in that piece.
Yep. And then you got to look at it like this. It's not necessarily that some people have it easier than others. It is just some people have worked hard. I mean, they have just went through the steps to do it, and they have actually put, like Moses, going through the steps. So going through the steps is what makes you stronger. So each step you take, you're getting stronger and stronger
Mm-hmm.
and stronger. And before
Yeah.
you know it, you'll be like, damn, I'm a champ. What the hell? I didn't did it.
But some
So
people processing abilities stagger in that
Yeah,
regard than others.
I'm on the one to tip. Yeah, my process ability stagger hard.
And see, I have strong processing abilities. I process
Yeah.
in a very logical, in-depth way. I don't know if this, I've always been a deep thinker. So I feel like a lot of stuff that come across my plate, I'm able to process it and kind of be logical about it. Till I'm mad, but that's another subject matter. I tell people though,
Listen.
when I'm like really angry, all logic goes out the window, and that's bad. Now that I'm working on, Regina,
Yeah, yeah,
all
we
logic.
don't do that. Once the
No,
logic goes out the window,
I'm not
everything has to calm
logical.
down.
Listen. And
But
that's partly why I say I would rather have a conversation than to argue.
me
Like,
yep,
talk to
too.
me. Let's
Talk,
talk. Let's
just talk.
talk.
I
yep,
don't want to
Because
argue.
if we can talk, we can set the tone for the conversation. but also
Yes.
how the conversation is brought to me. You know
Mhm.
what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
That tone.
it, the tone makes a world of difference in how I don't give a fuck if you texting it. Make sure
What
your
you
text
go
message is
go.
setting the tone for the conversation that we're gonna
Okay.
have. Don't come at me on no fuck shit and then think I'm supposed to be all calm, cool, and collected because now why you talking to me like that?
Don't
Why are you
Right.
don't
talking
send me
to
all cap.
me?
Who you
I
holler
welcome
at?
any conversation. I will tell a person that I'm one person. I welcome any conversation. If you approach me with conversational mannerisms, I will gladly have a conversation that
A
does
real
not
adult
entail an
conversation.
argument.
And then when it becomes an argument, like mentally, I start to shut down
Me too.
because
I'm gonna
now I
double
don't
back.
even
I'm
hear
over
you.
it.
I
Now
sure
I
do.
don't even give a fuck.
I
And
sure
even though while I'm trying to give a fuck in that conversation and I'm trying to actually care in the midst of that conversation, the further away it gets from having a conversation, the easier it is for me to be like, for me to start doing this.
Mhm.
La 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 la.
I like a good
Like
la
what's
la
in
la
my
la
Mentally,
la.
Amazon cart?
mentally in my head, I have checked out of the conversation. I'm no
Yeah.
longer listening to
I
you.
don't care to
I'm no
argue.
longer paying attention. But then also, you may say something, and I lean back into the conversation, and then I'm gonna be like, you know what? Fuck all this.
I
I ain't
like
got
it.
no room for it.
I
You
like a good
know,
la 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 la. A good la 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 la.
when I
Cause
tell you, it is so easy for me to check out these days when it comes to those kind of conversations. And it's simply because I don't have the capacity for it. My
Yes.
capacity for conversations that do not get us anywhere is limited. And it has become that way simply because I live alone. I don't have to talk to nobody if I don't want to.
Oh, wait, Leo. Now that you say that, maybe I thought I thought
She's
that was
shedding a little light.
yeah.
Listen,
I thought it was just me. Now I
I
really
agree.
uh-uh,
I
Our
really be saying
conversations
uh,
are
I don't
better
have to talk.
served
I
in
don't have to
environments where
talk
both people
to
feel safe,
nobody.
ensuring a safe
I
place to
don't have to
speak for
talk to
advancing tough
nobody. I didn't think
conversations with
about
real
that.
results. I agree.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yep.
I
They are.
absolutely agree.
Because you cannot if one person don't feel safe in that conversation,
It's
then it's null and void. It's not going
yeah,
anywhere. We are not going to
yeah.
get anything
let's
done.
let's make it loud and clear. I don't. A lot of conversations for the most part, and I think I put that on my TikTok the other day. I said, out of all these women that's over, I'm not going at y'all. I said, out of all these women that I was talking about, there's a safe space. Why you think no, I just want to be like, out of all these women that talking about, there's a safe, there are safe space for men. It's so remarkable that you can't even get a conversation in sometimes. It's always
'Cause,
hear my point. Hear my
women
point.
thought on a safe space for men. First of all, how can I tell you what your safe space is?
No, my thing is like if you're not allowing me to talk, what's the
Mhm.
point?
Right, that's what I'm saying. A lot of women, you might not be a safe space.
I'm like, what? Like I can't even say nothing.
No,
Yeah, you not a, that ain't a safe
It all,
space.
it all depends on who you talking to. With a lot
Yep.
of
Yep.
people, they won't
And
let
it,
It
Yeah.
you
depends on
and
who
it,
you
Wait a
are.
minute. Wait a minute. Wait a
depends on who
minute
you
now.
talking to, because it all deflects on who you really talking to.
Y'all
Because
traumatizing me.
yeah, they not gonna let you.
that's flashbacks. I promise you.
They're not gonna let you
Listen,
get a word in
Pablo.
edgewise.
I'm looking like,
You pushing? What's
why
wrong?
fucking I pushing and everything? Like, yeah, damn.
Okay, I'm okay. It's all right.
And to be honest with you, everybody is not a safe space.
No
Everybody is
way.
not, and everybody wasn't built to be a safe space either.
that
And then,
Agreed.
you
yes,
know the funny thing. I've been realizing
absolutely.
that.
A safe
That's why
space.
I'm like me just excusing myself from this whole situation has even been helping me a lot. Just
And
you know what?
and then
I just let
and
them.
then let me say this, because again, recently, the fuck. Um, because people will use that against you as well. You said you were supposed to be a safe space. And they will use that against you when they are entering the safe space with fuck shit ass attitudes or and conversations and energy.
No, they entering
But
into
people use that
chaos.
you were supposed to be that. People use that you were supposed to be a safe space rhetoric in order to make you feel less than because you're not showing up in the way that they wanted you to show up at that moment. But also with safe spaces, you have to make sure that you are wiping your fucking feet at the door and
Mm,
you not coming in that safe space, regardless of that's physical or literal. You
mm,
can't come into that safe space and then bring all of your fuck shit into that safe space and then think it's
mm,
still gonna be safe because who's safe? You, the other person not safe because you
not
walked in here
me.
with your dirty feet and tracked all of your shit in this space.
Mm. Look,
So when we talk about safe spaces, they have to be nurtured and cared for on both sides, not
yep.
on one
Facts.
side and
Right.
then expecting the other person to carry the weight of that safe space.
Nope.
No, that's not how safe spaces work. A safe space is exactly that, a safe space. And those within that safe space have to nurture it fully and completely. You don't get to walk in a safe
Absolutely.
space and tear shit up energetically and then walk out and then be talking about, oh,
This
but
ain't
you're
even
not a
safe
safe
space.
space.
Right.
Boy, fuck you and that safe space.
Right.
Because here's the
Okay?
thing.
I
You
don't like to
stepping
have.
in.
Sometimes I don't care to have a hard conversation like within the house.
Mm.
I just sometimes feel like
Hard
go for a
conversations probably
drive.
need to be in public for me moving
Right.
forward.
Go,
Don't come in my
go.
house. Or I'm gonna come outside. We can sit on the porch.
Yeah.
It can be three
Sometimes it just. I
degrees.
don't know. It
We
just
finna
gets
sit on the
tough.
porch. Come the fuck?
It's
No.
just, it's just like certain things and certain energies that you don't bring into your house. And that's just me. If I feel you at the door that you got an attitude, hold on, you all right?
Y'all, I really feel like we just need to get some shit off our chest today.
We
Because
did.
we ain't stayed on topic for shit.
But look, let's go back to what you just said.
First thing
Look,
first.
let me go back to what you just
Album was
said.
good as fuck.
First thing first.
We didn't.
We did have
We
to get some
did.
stuff off our chest.
We didn't, but we did. We kind of been overlapping
We've
conversation.
been doing it.
It's
Yeah,
cool though. It's cool. I
but
ain't
look,
mad at it. I
let
know I've
me
been having to get some
let me
shit
give
off.
y'all
That's
one. Let me give y'all one because that the very same thing that you just said a minute ago, and I posted this the other day, and it ate some people up. They mad at you because your response wasn't what they rehearsed.
woo.
Hmm.
I'm finna knock this camera over.
Oh wait, honey.
Listen, because motherfuckers learn that they not gonna be able to manipulate their way through the shit this time.
That's it.
Oh,
They mad at you.
oh,
They mad at you because your response
oh.
wasn't what they rehearsed.
I can't stand when somebody say to me, Anisha, this, well, you should have said this,
I
or
should
you
have
could have,
said
you
shit.
should
I
have
said
said
what
it.
I said.
Facts.
I
Like,
said
how
what
you
I
gonna
said.
tell me how to respond?
I
What?
said
we,
nothing. I
we,
said what I said.
we clapping?
No, no.
No, no. But you mad at me because my response wasn't what you rehearsed. Because
In
in
your
your
head,
head, you had a whole spew for me.
conversation.
But I
Yep.
flipped the script on you and gave you something different. And now you mad at me.
Because they don't know what to do. They don't know what to
Because now you
respond
don't
to
know
that.
what to
Now
do. Because
they weren't prepared.
I didn't let you finesse your way through this. No.
Yeah,
Mm,
Good. Yep.
yeah.
mm,
You didn't get a chance to finesse your way through this. So now you mad at me. Because look, I'm at the point right now where
mm.
my energy, I always give, try to give people the benefit of the doubt, and I'm gonna give you I'm gonna give you the best of me. But now I'm flipping the script on some people. The same energy you giving me is the same energy I'm gonna give your ass back because
Yep.
I can't be the bigger person all the time.
Yep.
I have saved my feelings for everybody, but you need to take my feelings in consideration. So the same shit you giving me is the same shit I'm giving you back. Now you deal with it. If you
That's
mad now
it.
because I'm doing a you on you, okay, be
Yep.
mad.
And let me add to that
Come on.
if I can. That's the part that really ends up fucking people up is because they hold you to a standard that they don't even hold themselves to.
Exactly.
Or
Then they want you to
Agree.
show up and stuff and be so graceful and
Mhm.
accepting. No, I've been
Grand.
over here chilling in the lioness den,
Mhm.
minding my motherfucking business, grinding, working, hustling, doing everything I can. I'm not sacrificing that shit no more.
No. Mhm.
Because
I'm
right now I'm having to work double time now, damn near sell a little tail to make this remain a peaceful space. Mm-mm.
And look, my whole thing is my piece cost me way too much,
baby,
Man, listen,
to
listen.
baby.
let you have it and keep
I went through
stepping
too much to even get to
out
this
too
space of
much.
peace.
And
And it
look,
ain't even fully the peace that I want yet.
look, and when you
Hey,
get to a certain part, when you get to a certain stage, it's just like I'm not dealing with the BS no more. I can't. I've saved my feelings and I've let everybody walk all over me. And I've been and I've been and I've been and I be and I be and I be. And guess where I'm at? I ain't.
Depleted.
I ain't.
Oh,
And,
sorry.
and I don't
But
owe nobody an explanation for it. No, for me is a complete sentence, the beginning, the middle, and the end. I said no.
And that's the hardest part. People hate to hear you say no because you stand in your ground. You be like, no.
No is a complete sentence, the beginning, the middle, and the end. No.
I
we,
said,
I've been,
what the fuck?
I've been,
I
I
said.
said.
and I just don't understand why culturally people act
I
so
don't know what
shocked
you trying to
at
figure out,
no.
baby.
I don't understand it. I have not been told yes my whole life about everything, so I don't
First of
even
all, the world
understand
don't tell you yes about everything. So why can't you take a
everything. So
no?
I be confused sometimes why people get at a certain point in their life and think everything's supposed to be a yes.
Yes.
Pablo, I'm
You want me to tell you why,
not
Dewana?
like that.
You want me to tell you why?
Why?
Because
Because remember the definition of narcissism means that they have a grandiose idea of who the fuck they are, and they feel like they shouldn't be told
that
no.
should be,
But
yeah.
also,
Yeah.
although I'm not a narcissist, I don't like the word no either.
I mean, to
What
a
do you
certain
mean
extent,
no?
I
What
everybody
do you
don't
don't like the
mean
dislike
word
the
no?
no.
word no,
But everybody
but
don't like the word
What
no.
do
But you
you
gonna have to
it's
hear
mean
it.
no?
understandable. You know,
You gonna have
I'm
to
not gonna
hear it.
throw a bitch fit at the word no every time.
Right.
I might. I
I'm
might.
I mean,
about to
on a
say,
certain
Depending
But
level,
on who
also,
it
I'm gonna
is.
come
we'll
back.
be
I'm gonna
there.
come back and be like, all right, fine,
But I
whatever.
have to tell people no, being a leader, so you got to be able to accept it too. So,
Yeah.
just even in that realm, I have been told, I mean, I'm in education for crying out loud.
I don't like no.
So then why okay,
Give
Pablo, what's your
give me,
puzzle piece?
give me right now, like not right now. Don't give me a no. Like not right now. Maybe
Maybe.
later. Okay, that's my
So we
child.
was trying to
Baby.
understand how no is a complete sentence, the beginning, the middle, and the end.
But that's my childhood trauma. Like my mom was like, "Your mom, can we go to McDonald's?" Not right now. But I knew that was a no. But she said not right now. So
It was the ease of it.
It was the ease of it.
yeah, okay, don't get
Pablo, friend.
Look, cause
That's
y'all gotta see
hilarious.
Pablo face when he was just sitting here trying to figure it out. He was like, the beginning, the middle. Wait.
it sounds like a math equation. I ain't know what was going on.
So what you
No
saying is
means
it's the
no.
beginning?
That's for
Yeah, no
sure.
means no.
Yes, indeed.
It's too harsh. You gotta give it to me soft. I need
Some people you got to give it straightforward and to the point. No chaser.
Yeah,
No chaser, baby.
That's the
I've
only way
done
they're gonna
both.
understand it.
I don't got a problem with no.
That's the only way they're gonna understand it is the way you give it to them like straight front look, flat out. That's it.
yeah. I need some
Some
like
people
The
I need some
crazy thing about it
grapefruit
is,
juice in there, a little bit of ice. You know what I mean? That
I don't
garnish
got,
that. Be,
no,
I don't got a problem with no. Due to the fact I've received it, now I give it. It's all good.
I let the water flow.
Flow, however it comes out. Come out. Ain't that it? That's it.
That's it.
She lying.
Well,
Don't cheer her on. She be lying.
Oh,
She a
Wow.
Leo. She a
No,
Leo just
that's
like
a good
me.
one. I
She
like that.
yo,
Sometimes you don't need to tack. Let the water flow, and however it comes out, it comes
she a
out.
July Leo. They different.
Yeah.
She a July Leo.
Yeah.
Oh, that makes sense.
See?
what does that mean? Wait a minute.
Don't let me. I call my mama. Don't do that. You know my
What does
mama.
that mean?
Yeah,
Let
they
that water
different.
flow. Let
No,
it.
what does
Y'all a
the
little
July Leo
different.
thing mean? What does that mean?
Y'all a little different.
Oh, we're a little okay.
Yeah, a little different.
Y'all a little different than August Leo. Y'all still got a little cancer lingering. So cancers are very emotional. So y'all still be having that lingering up in y'all. So y'all be a little bit.
Uh-huh. She,
Right.
she definitely.
August Leos is a little bit rough.
See what I'm
We
saying?
don't never we don't never do anything nice and easy.
Interesting.
Oh,
So yeah. Sorry.
I cussing on the UB too. That's crazy.
And I'm not gonna
Um,
even get into Sagittarius. They just don't do us right.
please don't,
don't try to
cause
do
I
that.
will.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do
Oh,
that.
Um,
Do that.
we're such amazing beings, it's
I
tough.
don't know. For a sign that for real, that thing is. I'm surrounded by a bunch of Sagittarius. I just don't get it.
Just
Mama's a
greatness all
Sagittarius. My
around
dad is
you.
a
It
Sag.
has
My,
to
my
be
son is a
it has
Sag.
to be lovely days over there.
I
Yo,
love it.
It's
I'm
very much
surrounded.
so.
I'm
That's
surrounded by Sag. It's crazy.
We're
It's
great.
it's super crazy.
crazy. I know a couple.
bless y'all
No,
ministry, but
but
They look
Yeah.
nasty. They look
we
nasty.
definitely want to
We're a true
thank
fire
y'all for
sign, that's
tuning
for
in.
sure.
We are gonna get to a segment or two today. We gonna get to a segment or two. Um, hold on. I'm trying to, trying to do something,
I got three.
but of course, this
oh,
motherfucking
nice.
computer don't want to let me. Uh, so,
Be that way.
uh, so yeah, it's trying not to let me do what I need to do in order to do the segment. So, but we're gonna try again. But I'm hoping. There we go. See, I be knowing how to do stuff. There we go. So we have quite a few things. Not start. Don't start your shit, sir. Um, we have quite a few things that is it not. It is. So what are we talking about? Um.
It was something to talk around.
Okay. Whatever. I'll come back to that. We have some really dope segments that we are doing on this show after dark and within our platform overall. Okay. I do want to make sure that you all know that we are looking for dope team members. We looking for people that are foodies. We looking for people that like to do a little mixing of the liquors and all of that kind of stuff. If you're a mixologist or a bartender or any of those things, we're looking for people who have expertise in those areas that can bring those things to PGC. Okay, you can create content for it, all of those kind of things. And if you're one of them people that just like to be outside on the weekend and you going to brunch or you going to every new opening that you could possibly go to, then hit us up, pgcmediaco at gmail.com or the Phat Girl Chronicles at gmail.com to connect with us. We're looking for you, okay? If you are someone that is into fashion, your girl is looking for a co-host for a new upcoming show. And also, if you're into music, we're looking for people that are music lovers through and through. All right? We need y'all because some of y'all really have talent and skills that we can use over here for what PGC has coming down the pipeline. Okay? We need y'all to understand that. We growing whether y'all wanna, whether y'all see it or not. But we growing, got a lot of shit popping, got a lot of things down the pipeline. And so at this juncture, we not holding back, we not waiting no more. So we finna give y'all a little preview of all the things that we got coming. Cause first of all, I made these dope things, so I want y'all to see them. What up,
Yeah.
Pablo?
And if you make wigs, your boy need a new one.
Oh Lord, not a thing. But we got some dope intros to our segments, and the segments for this show, we gonna show the intros, and then next week we gonna get back into the groove of our intros and all of that other amazing things that you guys love for this show. But let me kick this off right here. And that segment, Talk That Talk, will be presented by none other than Anisha, the greatness guru. All right, that's her segment for Tuesdays. And then the cynical brother himself, Mr. Pablo, is going to be presenting his segment that's mid. Okay, because for whatever reason, this man don't think a whole lot of things are exceptional, but he do have a lot of opinions about things that are in the mid grade section. So that's his segment. That's mid.
I see that
That
40.
nigga love. Listen, I had to steal pictures that showed your face for real. Because you don't have a lot of them, nigga.
Not at all. Not at
You
all.
always got this going on.
You know what I mean? I'm super
I
light
wasn't
skinned.
trying to get all chin. I wasn't trying to get all chin in that thing. I needed face. Okay?
That's all right though.
Good
Right?
to know.
And
Don't say nothing. When I come back from Turkey with my new hairline, gotta take a new picture. You ain't gotta worry about it.
whatever. And then and then we have the PGC World Roundup News, which will be our news segment that will bring all the information, tapping into different things going on and in around the world. Okay, I ain't gonna hold y'all. It's a lot of shit happening right now, and we know it. We are trying to keep up with because every day we wake up, it's 40 things going on. But PGC World Roundup News will be your brief segment to help you kind of stay abreast of what's happening in and around the world and in our cities where we stream or where you are able to find us most. Okay? So we got the World Roundup News. And I think I gotta update that because I had a little bit of extra on it. Ain't it, Pablo? Ain't I old one? So I gotta go fix that because I'm like, wait, this don't sound the same. I know why. Just realize why. I had a little extra on it because we extra, okay? And then, last but not least, for Tuesdays, we got the F word from yours truly. The F word consists of food, fun, fashion, and forward moving thinking, and all of the conversations that I be wanting to have. but not just having by myself. So the F word is usually something very positive or about fashion, food, and the ways that we can navigate this world in different spaces. So shout out to Kelvin Alcox, aka K Swo, for the music for this intro. This has been one of my favorite intros for myself because it's talking about black girl magic. All right, here we go.
I got a question. Why nobody wanna show you love, black girl? If though you say you don't want your light to shine, but you're calling it to be strong. If you're falling, I'm here to hold you up. Black girl, this mountain I'll help you climb. I'll be watching your back because you had mine. And I hardly respect any that spit on your name. You will not disrespect my sisters in my presence. You be right to respect, to politely get checked. Cause I'm down for my queens to the death. Cause why they be stressed over your ass while the
And then that's all for Tuesday. But we got other really amazing segments that we're working on. And we got a new blog. Well, it's not new, but it's new to some. It's been a blog that's been worked on over time, kind of like stagnant. But I wanted to bring it back to the forefront of things. And this is where a lot of our thoughts and conversations that tie into our shows will now be served. It will be on our blog on a consistent basis. And it's called the Fat Life Blog, okay? Where we talk about those things that really make a difference in our world, in our lives consistently, because without them, where would we be? Um, hold on. I got a video. Hold on, hold on. What was that, Pablo? Yeah. And then we got exciting news.
Uh-oh.
As of today, a
Leo,
few hours ago, huh?
Leo having a baby.
Boy, man, you gotta be hunching to have a baby. Um, as of today, our merch store is actually officially live and in action. When I say your girl been over here working, I've been over here working. Okay? So let me pull it up so I can show y'all a little bit on the screen what we working with, what we looking like, and how you can connect with. Um, Here we go. This is our new shop. You can shop our collections. We got the collegiate collection. It's the Move shirts by Leo. Fat Girls Cuddle Better. We got our totes. We got our tumblers and flasks because why not? And we got the don't do it with your half ass, do it with your whole ass segment. But we got all of our merch available for you to purchase. Check it out at shop.thefatgirlchronicles.com. You will start to see flyers going out for all the things PGC, and these will be available sooner than later. As soon as you go online and order, and they'll be available. Okay, but our shop is filled with so much more. Our shop is filled with hoodies, shirts, totes, and all kind of things. We got our blanket collection. So check us out. We got all kind of dope things over here for you to check out. Shop.thephatgirlchronicles.com. All of this dope stuff is available. And if y'all want to know my favorite piece, it's this one. It is this one. I don't know if y'all can see it. It won't blow up, but whatever. There we go. I hate Mondays. It's the I hate Mondays shirt because why Mondays always got to be difficult. Okay, but this is one of my favorites. But make sure y'all check out the shop.thephatgirlchronicles.com. It's been a lot of hard work. It's been a long time coming. Please go check it out. Um, it's so much more in store, and the team and I are pushing for greatness this year, amazing things this year. And stay tuned because I got some more good news. I just can't share it yet. So all of that good stuff will be coming sooner than later. But we gonna get out of here. Make sure y'all check out the vibes, check out what but that's it. That's all. Make sure y'all check out the shop. Thank y'all for tuning in and going on a hell of a ride with us tonight because yeah, that conversation was everything we all needed, even though we wasn't staying on topic. Uh, Make sure y'all tune in next Friday for another episode of PGC After Dark. We will be back on next Tuesday. And this Friday, I still will be doing a curvy couch conversation. And if y'all don't know what the curvy couch is, where y'all been? It is one of our newest ventures. There's it is our newest venture for us to be able to have conversations with community. I thought I was gonna be out of town, but the event that I was going to got canceled. So that's why we weren't expecting to have a curvy couch this coming Friday. But if we want to get on here and chop it up and y'all want to talk with the PGC team on Friday, join us.
Get
Okay?
on.
Oh, we will be here Friday. It's the same time slot as PGC After Dark, 9 to 11. Okay, y'all? We appreciate y'all for rocking with us and always being present for PGC, for me, all of that good stuff. Remember that this is your elevation season. You do not have to stay stagnant. You do not have to stay who you once were. And you no longer have to line up to being what other people expect you to be. Go against the status quo. Go for your goals, your dreams, and challenge yourself to be better than you were on yesterday. All right. Every day you wake up, you have a choice. And that choice can be either to fly or fold. Okay. Even in your hard seasons, continue to know who you are. Trust that it is always going to get better. And that shit, if you got another day, you got another chance. All right. Have a great evening, y'all. Whatever you do for the rest of the evening and the rest of the week, don't do it with your half ass. Do it with your whole ass, y'all. We out this thing. Good
Have a good
night.
night.
Good night, good night, good night.
Right.
Oh, Lord. That was a good conversation. Let's end this.
Yes.
You gotta do it with your whole ass.